Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales. And today we are actually going to be revisiting Arrack. So why don't you go ahead and give us some information on where this is coming from.
So I don't know if you guys remember that have been following our show. Like, we did this way back, I think either before the summer kicked off or in the middle of the summer or at the beginning. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
And we reviewed Arrack, and our scores can speak for themselves. Well, for whatever reason, that video had the most replies and views out of any video that we've had on here. And keep in mind, at this point, we're like a low-level channel right now, but like
we still don't even have 100 subscribers. Although you're watching this video, you can change that.
But anyway, those reviews, and even across Twitter as well, people were responding about our Arrack video and telling us everything about the spirit,
particularly Sri Lanka. People coming from Sri Lanka, where the Arrack comes from.
And while I could go over all of those comments and the people that responded to us and tell you what they said, I wanted to focus on one person in particular. His name, and if I mess up your name, I'm sorry, but his name was Amit Rodrigo. And he actually gave us some tips on how to use the Arrack that we have. And from what I understand, if you mix this with some coconut water, particularly King coconut water with a lot of ice, and you consume this with deviled beef, it's like the best thing ever. We don't have any deviled beef with us at the moment, but I was able to get some coconut water. It's not King coconut water, but I figured, this should do in a pinch. Maybe King coconut water is a brand in Sri Lanka. I didn't see King coconut water in the stores that we went into because obviously we are not from Sri Lanka. But I'm hoping that we can get the same effect with what we have right here. Something else he mentioned that was interesting as well. Apparently, this particular brand of coconut Arrack is low to mid tier as far as the brand is concerned. Like their top shelf is called Ceylon Arrack. And I didn't see any Ceylon in our liquor store. So that means we have to find some Ceylon Arrack and taste it on the show in the future. Maybe it's over here in America and it's just not in any of the liquor stores in Atlanta. Or maybe it's in like an obscure liquor store in Georgia or Atlanta that we haven't discovered yet. But
all that means is we got something to look for.
Nevertheless, we're still going to use this because it's the only Arrack that we have available. And test out this particular drink that Amit Rodrigo suggested to us. Unfortunately, like I said before, we do not have the devil beef to go with this. But nevertheless, hopefully in the future we can enjoy his suggested snack as he intended it.
Maybe our part 3 is to specifically get a recipe for devil beef and make it and do this.
Now, one thing that he did leave off, and this was with the next recipe he put up, he didn't give me any measurements.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a estimation as to exactly how much of everything you're supposed to put in here.
Maybe it would be like half and half.
I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go with 2 ounces of the Arrack maybe 1.5 ounces is supposed to be the way to go. And then top it off with the coconut water. Interesting smell.
I've tasted it. All right, interesting.
My stirring spoon is on the other side of the universe. So we're gonna taste this and see what we got going here.
That's not bad.
So Rodrigo was correct. This particular mixture actually is good.
It's almost like a pina colada.
Sort of.
Not exactly like a pina colada, but you get what I'm saying.
If I had to guess, I feel like the coconut water evens out the taste of the Arrack. Arrack leans more closely towards whiskey than anything else. So I understand where he's coming from with this. It's also why I believe why it works, if I remember correctly. Didn't we mix this with Coca-Cola before?
We may have.
It's been a while because that bottle we finished off like a while ago. Like, we don't waste alcohol in this neck of the woods. even if it didn't appeal to us as much as anything else.
I liked it better than you.
True, and it still got gone because I powered through and drank it, and it was good in all of those things that we did mix it with, which for some reason I'm not remembering right now. But
I'm sure we have it in the episode. We'll just have to look it up.
But yeah, I like this.
Yeah. This is pretty good. I can see why you eat it
With the double beef, the flavors of the double beef probably go well with this particular taste that you have here. Okay, but before we end this off, I want to do the other drink recipe that he put down. Of course, he didn't give me any measurements, but we're gonna power through it anyway with a guesstimation. And this one is with lime juice, some sugar, and a pinch of salt. And of course, lots of ice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this, get my glass and fill it with ice. And I'm not gonna do sugar, particularly because, well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna do sugar because of the fact that I feel like this would mix. Well, plain and simple, I'm gonna use simple syrup.
Okay.
I'm cutting around it. I'm gonna use simple syrup. And basically, my plan is to mix it like a regular cocktail. Simple syrup, the Arrack, the lime juice, and add a pinch of salt. But that's what I'm gonna do. So, and I think what I'll do is I'll put it in the drink instead of shaking it. Or do you think I should shake it?
Put it in the drink.
Okay. That is what I'll do then. This time around, I'll do
does he say what to eat with this?
He does not. I believe this is just like a standard cocktail that you can do with the Arrack.
Okay. Let's see what we're working with. That's pretty good.
I can taste the salt. Does the salt interfere with the flavor at all?
Just gives it a little extra taste.
Yeah, pretty good. See what you're going. Oh, that is good.
I didn't think I would like it more than this one, but I do. And I
very
like that
good.
one.
That's really good. Okay, Rodrigo.
You did good. Thanks for that.
Thanks for showing us how to appreciate Arrack.
Now
Coconut Arrack from Sri Lanka.
we gotta have this double beef now.
And I'm more curious. I'm curious about the double beef. I'm more curious about their high-end Arrack, the Ceylon Arrack.
We're gonna have to find that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have that shipped in. I'm wondering if that's even in the States.
Or maybe one of our fans can ship us a bottle, you know.
If you're feeling generous, hit us up and let us know. Oh, you Sri Lankans over there.
So, I'm gonna change my score. I gave it like a 6 last time. I'm thinking 7.5 this time around. Even though whenever we take that Ceylon, I'm pretty sure that's gonna get an even higher score. But yeah, I like these drinks. You guys, Rodrigo, you did a very good. We appreciate your post.
It's just always great, especially with international liquor and international drinks. It's always interesting to find out what people are drinking outside of America and how they're drinking it and what they're drinking it with. And Rodrigo provided us with all three.
Exactly. And you know, unfortunately, we would have wanted to do this in the country of origin.
Exactly. In Sri Lanka.
But, you know, all things considering right now with, you know, the end of the world. we had to settle, you know.
But that does not mean we won't redeem it and actually go to Sri Lanka and do Arrack.
Exactly. Traveling the world via your liquor store is an interesting experience, but it doesn't beat the true experience of traveling the world.
Exactly. But with that said and done, once again, thanks Rodrigo, and actually thank all our fans and people who watch that original video for commenting, making suggestions and things like that. And if you have more suggestions, please let us know. We'll do another video.
Super passionate about this Arrack.
Yeah. And that's what we like to see. And like I said, if you have more suggestions, do another video. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram even. And with comments, suggestions. Heck, if you have any suggestions for other alcohol, not just Arrack, not just from Sri Lanka, but from anywhere. This goes to everybody. Let us know so that we can go find it and that we can try it.
You know, we were walking through the liquor store the other day and we stumbled upon something from India that they just put on the show.
Exactly.
So, you know, expect that in a few weeks.
Exactly. Even stuff from America, a certain rapper has released
a couple of projects, actually.
Exactly. So you're going to see those on the channel pretty soon. So with that said, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell, Hitting that bell will inform you of all content that comes to the channel. And like I said before, check us out on Instagram and check us out on Twitter. And until next time, everybody, peace.